Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? I was attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. If you would like to speak with her, you will find her through the door and down the hall on the right. I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. If you wish to speak with her, Executive Lorso is available at this moment. Can I help you with anything else?
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos. Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, the bumbling of Chodo Habat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is a necessity, something Habat fails to understand. Nonetheless, Zerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. For someone with your experience, you would be well compensated. Zerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again. Excellent. I will secure credits for your payment immediately. Oh, and here. You might need this to get into the hangar.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
I hear you.
More where that came from! More where that came from! Everyone down!
Master, one of the assailants was carrying this. Actually, Master, it appears that it has a number of illegal modifications. I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way. I don't understand. I was just told that I would be taken to the Ithorian compound. I was to be given to an Ithorian, Chodo Habat. How dreadful. In that case, I believe I shall accompany you.
Excellent. I see my faith in your abilities was well-founded. We'd like to get this droid into service as quickly as possible. Opochano?
Errands.
Well then, you've proven helpful enough so far. Let's see what you can do. Your opinion was not asked for, Opochano. I'll have no further use for you today. You may go.
Greetings, Executive Lorso. How may I be of service?
Just plug into the mainframe and get to work.
Right away, Executive Lorso.
Now then, your payment. Here are the credits agreed upon, and a small bonus for performing the repairs as well. There is another task I would like you to perform for me. Do you doubt that I will uphold my part of our agreement? Don't worry. When my word is given, It will not be retracted. Now, on to business. You proved that you can handle yourself quite well in dealing with the retrieval of the droid intelligence. The next matter of business I would ask of you is much more delicate. When we first set up here on Citadel Station, the exchange was already quite well established. Lopax Slusk had more influence over business matters than the Telosian government. To ensure our success, we involved ourselves with the exchange. And now that we have a handle on the situation, we wish to unentangle ourselves from them. If you know anything about the exchange, then you know that they would not take this well. Slusk is loath to have his hands removed from any business on the station. So a more direct method will have to be taken. To put it plainly, I want you to kill Lopax Slusk. I realize it won't be an easy task, as Slusk keeps himself well protected. You would be well compensated for it. I have a feeling they won't just let you march into their offices.
Tinjiboa, Banakluchi, Dosokanki, Tisomaraneshi.
Everyone down!
Luxa is Slusk's second. She spends little time in the exchange offices, though, preferring the cantina in the urban module. She might be able to set up an appointment. Good. I will be happy to continue our working relationship.
Hello there. Fresh blood at the cantina. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk. Later. Is that all? What a disappointment. Yes, what you were told is true. I can arrange meetings with Lopax Slusk, but you'd have to give me a good reason. A mystery man, though. Tell you what, I heard about what you did down at the docks. I could use someone capable like yourself to do some work for me. Just consider it a little test. I'm a reasonable woman. Help me, and I'll help you. Good. Rejection is just one of the many things I don't take too kindly. I need to make a transaction with 2 bounty hunters that have recently arrived on Citadel Station. Very simple. Weapons for credits. I want you to go in my place as my representative. They're being very careful, and I'd rather not be bothered. Here, this case holds the weapons they'd like to purchase. I was not told place of the meeting, only to go to the medical unit in residential 082 and await a communication. And I'll be waiting. You've returned. Did Chano cough up those credits? You killed him? And how do you expect us to be able to collect credits from a corpse? True, he likely had a good supply of equipment and droid parts that he was to repair or use for repairs. We could sell them off and possibly recoup more than the 2,500 credits owed to us. Before you say anything, yes, I will arrange the meeting with Slusk that you desire. But first, I was wondering if you might listen to a proposition. A business proposition, given your obvious abilities. Let me ask you an honest question. This meeting with Slusk you want, it's because Lorso's fed up with him, right? I feel the same way about Slusk, and I think it's time someone solved the problem. I think that maybe our interests lie in the same direction. You really do get right to the point, don't you? I can get you into the exchange suites in residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal? We'll speak again, then. Best of luck, handsome.
With pleasure.
Time to take you down to size, Orland.
I hear
More where that came from.
Slusk. I may have had a hand in this, yes?
What is it? Fallen.
Now that's all wrapped up. I've got to thank you for your help.
It's a shame I have to turn you down after you asked so nicely, but no. I always did break a lot of hearts. Slusk's dead, but Goto's still my boss. I'm shipping you to Nar Shaddaa, Jedi. Dead or alive. If you don't want to defend yourself, that's your choice.
What is it?
Maybe Nar Shaddaa isn't such a good idea after all. Did we just see what happened? The Exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention, I'm sure Lopak Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone. Yeah, I just can't help getting into trouble when you're around. Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I've fallen.
Be reasonable, Orso. You really aren't in a position to take such a negative view to our demands. We're not asking for much. If you agree to our terms, we'll make sure that Zerka never even hears of this.
I will not be badgered by you.
Sir, we have some visitors.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
I'm disappointed, Lorso. In the end, this was the best that you could do? Ah, well. I always was one for aggressive negotiations.
Yes.
I must say, wonderful timing. I had my reservations about some of these mercenaries, but I had hoped that CSD would be able to keep them in line. It appears that I was wrong. Indeed, credits cannot buy loyalty, but greed can. And if there is one thing you can count on with people, mercenaries especially, it is their greed. Of course, I understand the importance of keeping a valuable asset like yourself happy. I believe these credits should be sufficient to repay you for your work. You are also welcome to anything found on the mercenaries' bodies as your own. They carried no Zerka issue equipment anyway. Now, if you'll excuse me, this unfortunate turn of events has generated quite a bit more work for me, and I should be getting to it. Welcome back. Good. I'll be sure to send some of my men in to make sure they don't have the opportunity to reorganize. You've done well. Yes, of course. I will provide a shuttle for you to land on the planet's surface, as per our agreement. The shuttle will be arriving shortly in Docking Bay 3, Dock Module 126. I have informed Bay Control that you are on your way. Again, Zerka thanks you for your help, and hopes that we may continue our working relationship in the future.
This is Admiral Seed of the Sojourn.
Welcome to Telos, Admiral. This is Lieutenant Gren of the Telos Security Force. We've been expecting you for some time now.
We were unavoidably detained on our way here. I hope it hasn't caused too large of a problem.
Only a minor inconvenience, Admiral. We were happy to be of assistance. I think you'll be less happy when you hear what I have to say next, Admiral.
What is it?
The witness from the Paragus incident escaped the station. We're not sure how he managed it, but we're trying to recover him.
I see. Don't concern yourself with it too much, Lieutenant. The Republic had decided to not detain the Exile anyways.
The Exile? Then...
However, I expect that these security failings will be seen to and fixed, Lieutenant.
We're on them right now, Admiral. I'm uploading your approach vector to you now. Gren out.